It will soon be October, and a lot of people are already looking forward to the upcoming Halloween-themed event update coming to Grand Peace Online. The Halloween update will likely take a lot of inspiration from the Thriller Bark arc in One Piece. We've already seen this to some extent with the recent sneaks of the Horo Horo no Mi. There is a lot of content in the Thriller Bark arc, so I'm curious as to what parts Phoeyu will prioritize. I would like to see the entire island of Thriller Bark implemented into the game, and I think it would be cool if they made some sort of like mysterious fog that surrounded the entire island. I'm not sure if they will go to this extent though, and I could also see them just making a smallish island, similar to when they added the small pink island for the Valentine's Day event. I am curious about the map, but I think most people are far more excited for the fruits that will come along with this update. It is also possible that only the Horo Horo no Mi will be added. However, I'd really like to see Gecko Moria's fruit, the Kage Kage no Mi, added to the game as well. I'm also curious as to what will be the new boss of the new Halloween island. For Valentine's Day, we had a boss that resembled Boa from One Piece, so I think it would be fitting for the boss of the Halloween island to resemble Gecko Moria. Other alternatives could include Oars or Perona. One area of the update that I'm most curious about is what kind of weapons will be added alongside the update. For Christmas, bells and candy cane were added. For Valentine's Day, we got a bouquet, and on Easter, we got a hammer. I'm not really sure what weapon could be added, but one idea that does come to mind really quickly is the idea of Brook's cane, Soul Solid. While this does fit the Thriller Bark theme that I commented on earlier, it would also ultimately just be a complete reskin of Candy Cane, and so the devs might choose something else. I personally would be fine with Brook's Cane being added, but I would hope that its moveset would be different to Candy Cane. On the topic of Brook's Cane, its moveset should be very, very different. Certain moves, like the Candy Cane's Eat move, obviously wouldn't cross over well, and I hope that the Flash Freeze move would also be changed if the cane was added. An alternative could be a move where they use a thrusted cane forward in a jabbing motion, moving forward in that direction and block breaking an opponent and damaging anyone in the move's path. This would be similar to the Cutlass Lunge, but should also have an ice effect so that it looks like Brook's move from the anime. Unfortunately, we don't know if bosses, weapons, or even a new map are confirmed. The only thing so far that's confirmed is the Horo Horo no Mi and that small building in the background of the sneak peek of the Horo Horo no Mi ghost. However, I'd prefer it if we did get a new island, at least for the update. I could understand if they did choose to prioritize other things though, and make the Halloween event smaller relative to all the past events. The Easter event was pretty big when compared to the past events, but the Christmas event is easily still my favorite event so far. Anyway, I feel like I'm going a little bit off topic. Let's get back to the actual topic of the video, Halloween update. I think a good point to focus on for the rest of the video would be the Horo Horo no Mi. It's the only confirmed part of the Halloween update so far, so it makes sense that I'd primarily discuss it. The Horo Horo no Mi has the power to create ghosts that can be used to drain the will of an opponent and also explode. The explosion part is easily the most offensive and damaging part of the fruit. However, depending on the way they work to drain the will part, it could also be a really strong part of the fruit also. These attacks are all long range, which could give the fruit a very high PvE potential, although it really does depend on the AoE and the damage of the exploding ghosts. Perona can create ghosts of varying sizes, so I wonder if users of this fruit could do the same in Grand Peace Online. I'd imagine that if the varying size mechanic was implemented, it would likely scale with how long you held down the attack. Obviously, larger ghosts would have far bigger AoE, but I doubt it would really affect the severity of the damage or draining effect. Another interesting use of the fruit that I think should be implemented is the fact that the fruit can be used to create a ghost that looks like the user. This way the user can use this form while their actual body is out of harm's way. Their ghost form can also fly, meaning that this could be used to explore areas without actually having to go there yourself. It could also be used in a fight to confuse or distract an opponent. Perona is also able to attack opponents while in this form, so I can imagine it being used in a similar way in Grand Peace Online. However, the obvious weakness of the form is that while in the ghost form, the user's actual body is vulnerable. This would be an especially important weakness in Grand Peace Online, as in arena mode, it would be easy to see which was the ghost and which was the real one, since the actual body would likely not be able to move and in turn defend itself from attacks. Alright, that's pretty much all I have to say about that fruit. I'd also like to discuss the Kage Kage no Mi and how it could be implemented. I prefer to make an entire video on that, so if you want to see the video on the Kage Kage no Mi, make sure to like this video. Oh well, that's really all I have to say on the upcoming Halloween update. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helped my channel out. I hope you're having a great day, evening, whatever time it is for you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.